choosing ones. You need to be careful the kind of people you give information, because there are some people who celebrate you publicly, but they are killing you secretly. I've said this in some of the video that I posted today, but I will keep saying it. Be careful whom you call your friend. And I pray for you that God will not allow those who kill you to be around you. That God will always cause conflict that will make those who come to love you not end up killing you. That God will cause a conflict that will scatter the relationship. Because trust me, there are people who will love you, but yet they are the one killing you secretly. What do I mean is this? I can remember when I was in my former place. There are a lot of people who used to tell me, Samson, you are favored. To have this kind of, a lady who promise you heaven and earth, who tell you will do this and do that. Not knowing that they are still the one going behind me to betray me. When I figured it out, it was too late. So this is why you need to be careful, because there are people who eat with you, who drink with you, who do all kinds of things with you, but yet there are the same people who are killing you. There are people who celebrate, jubilate with you, but you keep giving them information that they are using to terminate your breakthrough. This is why sometimes when God is blessing you, you have to be silent. I do used to tell people, when God is favoring you, when God is opening door for you, when God is blessing you, when God is doing something, go to your room and celebrate it with God. Go to your farm and celebrate it with God. Go to your yard and celebrate it with God. Go to your bedroom and celebrate it with God. Go to your inner door and do it and congratulate God. I do used to tell people, it's not until you go to the church and celebrate God, that means God will not hear you. God will not hear you. It's not until you go to the market square and do it and tell God what He have did or done, that means God will not be glad that you are content with what He is doing. It's not until you shout the name of God in the public. Yes, brothers, sisters, God has favored me. Today I buy a new house. Today I buy a new car. Today I'm about to get that does not mean God is not doing signs and wonder. Or that does not mean God is not content, that you are content for what He have done. No. You need to understand that He who favored you secretly can also accept your gratitude also secretly, because you need to understand that it is better to celebrate secretly and stand firm than to do it and to receive the breakthrough secretly and decide to publish it to the world and still do what? Collapse. Because there are people who don't want to hear your good news. There are people who don't want to hear that you win. There are people who don't want to hear that you are celebrating. There are people who are publicly, smiling with you, but deeply they are killing that smile. This is why you need to understand. There are people who will come publicly, they will just be smiling. Because look at it, Esther was so embarrassed, but King was not aware. That is to tell you that Esther, they were killing Esther secretly. But the king who was about to favor her was not aware what Esther was going through. Meaning that there are people who are killing you secretly, but yet you have no idea what they are doing. So this is why when God is favoring you, when God is catapulting you, when God is trying to change your life, you need to understand that not everyone need to know your well-being. Not everyone need to know how God is favoring you or what God is doing for you. Not everyone need to know even your address, because there are people who will know your address. That will be the end of your progress. That is why you need to watch careful. That is why you need to be mindful. Because there are people who are willing to break you. There are people who are willing. There are people who are willing. Their mind, they have made up their mind. Not in their lifetime, they will keep seeing you smiling. I tell one of my friends, I say, bro, in this season, you need to understand that when God is doing something for you, there are people whom you don't need to give you don't need to let them know. You just have to keep it within you. Even your own family members, there are some of them, when you figure out that they never celebrate you, they have never celebrated your doing. You know, when someone is celebrating you, you can feel the vibe. But when someone is giving you that fake celebration, you will also see it. You also know it. So stop pretending like you don't know who hate you. Stop pretending like you don't know who dislike you. Stop pretending like you don't know them. You know them. I ought to call their names. They are the one who eat with you, smile with you. Because strangers will never plot evil against you. So this is why when God is favoring you, let it be what silent what celebration, and let it be silent what congratulation. Congratulate God secretly, because He is God who searcheth the inner mind of man. So don't let people convince you that until you come to Masker Square, until you come to the church, God have done something marvelous. You take the mark, you start to shout, my business grow from zero to hero. My business is growing. I don't know how to thank God. I'm going to buy chair, I'm going to buy this, I'm going to buy something. That is not the right thing, brothers. I do used to tell myself, the day I will decide to go, sometimes if God touch my heart, I said, okay, I will go to church. I will go to this church and praise the Lord. I will not even allow the pastor to know. I will not even allow nobody to know. I will just buy my gift and do it secretly and keep it in the altar. If they ask who pray, who do this, I will not even speak. If they like, let them accept. If they like, let them throw away it. As long as I have presented before the Lord, that is okay. Pastor don't need to know who do the deed. Pastor don't need to know who give God sacrifice. So my brothers, the heart of men are so deceitful. You need to guide yourself. Because there are people who are willing to take you down. It does not matter whether they don't care. As long as you are doing better than them, they don't care what it takes them to make you sad. They don't care. People don't care. So that's why you need to protect yourself. Protect yourself from these ungrateful, unhappy people. Because happy people will never expect to see you happy. Happy people will never expect to see you smile. Unhappy people will never expect to see you celebrate. They may be celebrating you but killing you. Remain blessed. May God bless you.